Can I have a Red Bull
Yeah.
and a water? Just like, give me that water, please. Small. I already had an Adderall and 2 Celsius. So. Maybe just the water. Okay, here we go. Okay. Is it recording? Okay. Hello, everybody. This video is going to be a little bit strange. A couple years back, about 8 years back, I discovered a hidden pattern within the music of Carly Rae Jepsen. Now, hidden is kind of stretching it. It's very obvious once you know the pattern, but no one but me had identified the pattern. Now, Carly Rae Jepsen's a pop star. All pop stars have themes that reoccur in their work. It's not a big deal. No, you're wrong. It is a big deal. And I wrote a 148-page thesis analyzing all of her released music up until that point to prove that the pattern existed. Now, a lot of people acknowledge that the pattern existed, that Carly Rae Jepsen's music was governed by a specific series of themes, within that 3 acts, and then within those, and this is the really startling part, a bunch of extremely specific thematic ideas, and then a series of repeated words and imagery that appeared across her entire discography. Now, I proved this in my thesis. There is very little room for argumentation or debate that the pattern I have identified exists. That said, there have been 4 albums since then. So the question becomes, number 1, did she continue to follow the pattern? And number 2, so it exists, but does it really exist, Max? Like, does it really exist? Let's say I'm not Max, random guy. Does it really exist? So I made a video that was really fun to make with some friends of mine where I explained the pattern like it's in a classroom. But now I'm going to make a video that's not fun to make, that's going to be exhausting, where I'm going to definitively prove the pattern exists. And I'm going to do that by going through the lyrics of all of the songs from her last 4 albums, songs I have not yet analyzed, and identifying the pattern elements as well as what act the song takes place in, which leitmotifs it contains, which major themes it hits, and which specific Carly words or images come up. Now, this is going to be very, very regimented. I'm going to stick to only things I have written in the worksheet. I'm not going to try to stretch it and make it apply to songs it might not apply to. But as we go, I'm going to walk you through each one. And I'm not going to explain the pattern within this video. You're going to hear it repeated again and again and again and again and again and again. And I'm going to editorialize a little bit, but you won't find me dissecting these songs or projecting a story onto them. Instead, I will only be referencing my extensive knowledge of Carly's other lyrics. And I suspect as we go through these songs, you'll begin to see the pattern yourself in the songs themselves. We're going to be doing this without music. We're going to be doing it in one unbroken take. And I am very excited. Starting with the song Julien. Woke up this morning. It feels like every day I got the blues, babe, not going away. So we have already hit imagery involving waking up. Also, of course, the theme of misery and longing. That places this as an Act 3 song within the first 2 lyrics. Another bad dream where you were running away. I'm forever haunted by our time. Misery and longing. Again, Act 3, friend zoned forever, the idea of being trapped with the emotions of someone. Also, you'll notice the word dream. Be aware of the word dream, the word moon, the word window, the word door, and occasionally the word room. They're going to reappear more often than you think. We had a moment, asked me to leave with you, but I can never decide. That counts as not saying something, one of the theme patterns. I've been so torn up and out of it. I'm forever haunted by our time. I've been all alone. Being alone is a Carly theme. On my own, every single night I pray, when are you coming home? Because I've been living for that day. Act 3 songs generally state that even though a breakup has happened from a relationship that never really existed, Carly will never get over it. This is establishing that very clearly. Julien, in your heart, you must believe it was more than a fantasy. To the end of the last breath I'll breathe. Yeah, all night. And by the way, staying up all night is, of course, one of these, again, very limited group of sub-themes. So I'm going to stop referencing this and I'm just going to walk you through like you're an expert like me. So staying up all night, I tried another to keep me satisfied, but all your colors are still dancing in my mind. Describing someone's feelings as colors, of course, is a crossover in many Carly songs, but moreover, I tried another to keep me satisfied, hits on all the other boys' leitmotifs. Carly will often bring up that she's tried to date other people and it won't work, and you're the one, and I'm stuck with you forever. More than just lovers, I'm forever haunted by our time. I've been all alone, blah, 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 repeating. So, very clear Act 1 or Act 3 song. Very clear Act 3 song. When are you coming home? Because I've been living for that day. I'm stuck with loving you forever. We have the word dream. We have imagery of waking up. We have being up all night. We have being obsessed with someone who isn't interested. And we have, I tried to be with someone else, but they weren't as interesting as you. So that's one. No drug like me. Take me to the limit. Hold me down there. You say you love me, but you wouldn't dare. Trying to make it easy. You know that I care. You say you love me, but you wouldn't dare. Okay. Nothing too patterny there beyond saying something you regret or not saying something. Those are both pattern things. You wouldn't dare. Starry eyes, blurry eyes, intoxicated, worried eyes, I'm open wide. Again, take me so up and down. Okay, so now take me up and down. That's vertical movement. Carly often talks about flying or falling, going up or down. And if you make me feel in love, then I'll blossom for you. If you make me open up, I'll only tell the truth. When your mouth is running dry, your head hold high, hold on, baby. You ain't tried no drug like me. And if you make me feel in love, I'll blossom for you. So again, this is a pitch song. This is an Act 2 escape fantasy song. She desperately wants this guy to give her permission to love him, but he's not for some reason. As you can see, I can see you spinning around in your head, the idea of being stuck in your head or trapped by emotions. There's a little ghost of us, a history of us in there. Now we finally got to the safe other side. Something's coming over us. Why would we risk it for another try? So again, it didn't work out. That actually puts us closer to Act 3, but it is Act 2. You ain't tried no drug like me. The whole idea of getting high. She'll get you high. The song Higher, the song Cut to the Feeling. Cut to the Feeling is also can be thematically linked with Take Me to the Limit, Hold Me Down There, because of on Coming of the Feeling, you know, it's take me all the way, take me to the limit. I want to cut straight to the big emotions. So again, that is a pattern song. That is an Act 2 escape song featuring open imagery about eyes and opening, featuring vertical movement, pitching, imagery of getting high, pitching, being stuck in your head. So that is another pattern song, pattern confirmed. Now 2 songs down. Now that I found you, waking up to you next to you every morning. Now, have you noticed there's already 2 songs in this video that reference waking up? Waking up is one of the key Carly images. How did we get this far? It came without a warning. And in the nighttime, you tell me your whole life. You and me get too real, but I feel is all right. Your heart's a secret. The word secret, one of the primary ideas in Carly's music is the idea of an undiscovered secret within someone or between 2 people. And I think I'm coming alive. Yeah, so the idea of coming alive or a lover who will save Carly from a bad or dark place and make her feel alive is a key theme. It being that close to secrets is really interesting. Don't give up. Don't say that it hurts, because there's nothing like this feeling, baby. Now, again, we have don't give up. Don't say that it hurts. Why is he being hesitant? Right? And also don't say something. There's a key theme, not saying something. Her saying that he didn't say something or shouldn't say something shows up again and again, and that she wants him to say a specific thing. Oh, and right here already, I hadn't even scrolled down. Give me the words I want, baby. Just say it. You know way too well to keep it complicated. I don't want to hide my love. I don't want to waste it, but I can't deny the moment when I taste it. Now, again, we're talking about a secret relationship where he is not saying he's in love with her, and that's making her miserable. But she feels so free now that she's with him. There's nothing like this feeling. I want it all. Of course, again, the idea of I want it all, just let it happen. It's pitching again, thought it was impossible. It's just like a miracle. Say nothing's impossible now. Again, she's pitching. Don't say it hurts, because there's nothing like this feeling. He's hesitating. She's pitching. Again, we have imagery of waking up. We have secrets. We have saying or not saying something. We have a secret affair, a bad or forbidden love, which is, of course, a key element. She wants the freedom to express herself, but someone is saying or not saying something. So now we are 3 for 3 with pattern songs. I would say that this is an Act 1 song. No, this is an Act 2 song, because she's pitching and she's asking him to come alive with her and escape with her, not to give up and to move forward. So again, we're 3 for 3. Everything he needs. He's strong, not to settle down. You know, he's that guy, wild thing, he's all mine. It's crazy, but when he can't sleep, I understand. My love can ease him in my hand. He needs me. Okay, so far, other than vague imagery of not being able to sleep, and that this is all very probably an Act 1 song, but let's go deeper. Soft rain, sweat disco, all night. It's clear we'd like to fool around. His hands reach for mine. If she's dancing, she's only ever dancing to forget him or dancing with him. Oh, shit. Oh, yes. I got worried about this song, but I'm never wrong, baby. The pattern never misses. There we go. You know it's tough, baby. Keep both eyes on the road. Pull a right, burnt out street light, only halfway home. If you know the pattern, you know that lights, and specifically street lights, show up again and again, but not as often as being the passenger in someone's car. That is yet another I'm in his car lyric. You need to understand, she's in his car all the time. Like, these lyrics sound normal, divorced from the pattern, but if you know the pattern, that's wild. So this is now a pattern song. This is also a Act 1 song. He needs me, I got everything he needs. The idea that can never give him enough of my, I could never give him enough. You know, not just physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the ways he needs me, I could never give him enough. So this is an Act 1 song. It's clear we'd like to fool around. So it's pitching. His hands reach for mine. This is the giddy rush of having connected to someone new, and you're excited. We have imagery of being a passenger in a car, as well as street lights. We also have it being clarified as a pitch rather than an actual relationship that's ongoing. She is essentially being like, oh, also it's crazy, but when he can't sleep, I understand. That's lover in a bad or dark place. Often Carly clarifies that the guy she is with actually is in a shitty place that she can bring him out of, like a lighthouse. Being in a bad or dark place before you met the lover, but also, where is it? Lover in a bad, dark place she could save him from. So this is a pattern song. We are now 4-4-4. Okay, so this song is called Happy Not Knowing. I fight all my feelings for you all night. So already we've got staying up all night and being trapped in your head. Don't stare, I've got feelings for you, I hide. Carly often describes not saying something or being invisible for fear that revealing her true feelings would alienate him. Now again, this is a little different than she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts, because Carly isn't portraying specific elements of herself ever that he doesn't want or that he doesn't need. She almost always keeps it vague and says something along the lines of that she's invisible. But I'll only go so far. I don't have the energy to risk a broken heart when you're already killing me. But baby, there's something between you and me. I have no time for it. I'm happy not knowing. Please don't stir it up. AKA, don't say something, not saying something. I'm sure it's nothing but some heartburn, baby. Oh, all our friends know that I've been trying to set us up together. I lie. I say somebody else would suit you better. This is a rough Act 3 song. She's given up on the idea of a relationship with a friend. Even all their friends know that she's into him, but she lies and pushes it away. She can't risk a broken heart, but there is something, but I don't want it. But I'm happy not knowing. Don't tell me. I turn your love away because I want to sleep at night. Again, this is now, I believe, the 4th song, maybe third song in a row, not being able to sleep or being kept up has shown up on the song. You can't do that with Katy Perry's E.T. and fucking California Girls. Turn Your Love Away, just like my broken heart is my alibi, I'm afraid of knowing. So it's a, I'm in love with you, but you don't want me, so I'll be fine not knowing forever. Just don't say anything because then I'll have to confront it. So this is a classic Carly Rae Jepsen Act 3 song. Woof. Every song so far has fit the pattern, and if you know the pattern, you know I'm fucking right. I'm happy you're in this with me. Now You're in Love, I Can See You Sold Out. Cut My Eyes Out. He's so hypnotizing, said every girl you ever met. When I lose, I hold out. You're My Baby, Come to Bed. First spotting of the word bed, being asked to go to bed or being asked to go into a bedroom, and typically refused, is a key element of Carly's music. You're Living From Her. I Go Crazy, the idea of being crazy. I see red when she's touching you. You're My Baby, Come to My Bed, I'll be your girl. Yikes. Talking about being crazy or being too much, that is a key Carly thing. Turn Me On, I'm the voyeur searching through my laptop. It's so truth-defying, everything you ever said, right or wrong, I won't stop. Yikes. You're Living For Her, but I'll be your girl. Now, of course, if you know the Carly Rae Jepsen song, All That from Emotion, you know that she also has a refrain, I'll be your friend, I will be your friend, I'll be there when no one else is. That's a common thing. Hey, standing at your door, calling out your name, find me in the dark, find me here again. There's the word door. And the idea of being locked outside a door, first appearing on Carly's discography in the single Cup of Tea, but reoccurring again and again and again and again throughout Carly's entire discography, the idea of being outside a door and not being let in. Calling out your name, I got nothing left, make a little protest, banging on your door, calling out your name. Find me in your heart, find me here again. So this is a classic Act 3 song. It didn't work out. He's with someone else. I'd trade places today if you'd love me like that. The phrase love me like that shows up in Carly's music again and again. You Don't Love Me Like That on her song with the Knocks is a great one. So again, that's a classic pattern song. You don't want me, but I'm so in love with you, I'm outside your house banging on your door. That's an image that's come up again and again. Haven't heard Taylor sing that one. Too Much. This song is literally called Too Much. Now, if you know the pattern, you know that being too much, overwhelming the object of her interest with her emotions, is a theme in Carly's music. Where is it? I just like showing you these so that you know that I'm not full of shit. But it's funny, I don't have it here. But it's in here. I think I just don't see it. But no, being too much and overwhelming the person is a theme that comes up so often. Is it cool that I said, that Taylor theme, it shows up in Carly's music, but there actually being a song called Too Much is really interesting. So am I bad for you because I live for the fire and the rain and the drama? Yeah, she does. And it feels like you never say what you want, and it feels like I can't get through. So we already have not saying something. You're not saying something. Why aren't you saying the thing I want you to say and you secretly want to say, I think? So that's already one theme. Because when I get so low, it takes me higher. Feel the love. We again have physical vertical movement as representation of emotion, specifically with the word higher, which of course shows up a zillion times on Carly songs. When I party too much. When I feel it too much. When I'm thinking too much. When I'm drinking too much. I'll do anything to get to the rush. Now that I'm dancing and I'm dancing too much. So be careful if you're wanting this touch, because if I want you, then I love you too much. Now, of course, didn't just come here to dance is a Carly theme. If she's dancing, it's for some weird, sad reason. It's not good. It's embarrassing, or it's to escape the feelings she has for him. So this is all classic pattern shit. Am I too close? because you fold into me like a heart with a beat. You know that I'm wild for a skin, and the dance that we're so close. I get low, takes me higher, again, vertical movement, repeat, repeat, repeat. So this is already a pattern song. This is already an Act 1 song of I've met you, but I don't think I can get you, but I'm not afraid to know my heart's desire. I'm in love with you, but be careful if you're wanting it because I love you too much, which of course, this song, if it was in a musical, it could be in a musical with all the other songs we've done so far of I want to be with you, I can lift you up, but I'm kind of messed up, but maybe you don't want to be with me, right? Are you down? I'm down. I trust the feeling. It's hard to get to know you. Again, this is a pitch, not someone she's really with. There you go. So, another fucking pattern song. What do you know? The sound. It starts with, I give up, I give up, I give up. Oh. This guy, I've been testing out waters. I don't think I can swim. The way you rock me, I feel it more than just desire. The way you let me down. God, you make me so tired. Isn't this the vision that you wanted? I guess I'll never understand you now. Love is more than telling me you want it. Now, what's actually really interesting is look at that lyric. Love is more than telling me you want it. This isn't a pattern thing. It's just worth noticing because it shows how Carly's lyrics interlink with each other. Let's scroll up. Here, she said, where is it? I can't find it. Love is more than telling me you want it. Now, again, we have saying or not saying something, but she actually had a lyric like this just earlier. I don't need the words, I want the sound. I don't need the words, I want the sound. She wants love, him to say, I'm in love with you. And the feeling of love. Fool's gold landed on my shoulder in the weight of your hand, but you know the answer is no, and you know I'm a liar. That's actually the second reference to lying on this album, which is interesting. Your lips are waterfalls. If you recall, his lips were also referenced in an earlier song. Just pop music writing. God, you make me so tired. So this is so clearly that she has feelings for someone, but it's not working and he's not actually giving her the love she wants. I'm for you now. I feel my fortune tell me I'm the only one, the only one. I'm for you now. Is it desire? It's sweet till it's over. So again, this isn't working. This is another song where it isn't working. It's ending. I would say this is an Act 3 song. Specifically because it starts with I give up, yet you can tell that she still needs to hear I love you. Oof. So that song pretty tightly fits the pattern, lacks any pattern words, which is interesting. There's the word down, but that doesn't really count as vertical movement. I would say this is more about saying or not saying something, but again, it is about the failure of a romantic love that never really existed, which is Act 3. So again, misery and longing, this fits the pattern. Automatically in love. I never thought about you. You never thought about us. Yeah, it came out of the blue. So that's friends upgrading to lovers. Classic Carly theme. Except for she says, and I was just dreaming. Dream. We have our appearance of the word dream. It took a night of insane to feel the need for your touch, and I could never explain how I was just dreaming. Again, the repetition of the word dream. And again, a night of insane, again, references to being crazy or going crazy and being possibly up all night. Can't tie it down. Never guess what came after. I fell. Carly, when she falls, is falling in love. When she gets high, she's being lifted by love. Automatically in love. Baby, it's a real roller coaster when the wind goes the other way. We're automatically in love. Just a girl and a boy undercover. Just a girl undercover and a boy with the getaway, implying secrets. It's not the fear that you trust. It's not the voice in your head. We got the chemical rush and you know we're just dreaming. We could wait for the proof, a little time to adjust. Oh, look, she woke up. Imagery of waking up in the morning again in this video. Again, I don't even know how many times it's happened so far at this point. But clearly this is something new. This is an Act 1 song, Giddy Rush, Limerence. We have this insane night and now we could wait for proof, but no, because this is so amazing. and it's a roller coaster, and I want it now, even though it's possibly a secret. Love so fast, I can't go slow. Hold me back, baby. Oh, hold me close. Now, what's so crazy about love so fast, I can't go slow is that what is she basically saying? That she wants to cut to the feeling. All of the Act 1 songs generally presuppose an idea that they would skip to being deeply in love within the relationship. She's been doing this since her first EP. She did it on Tug of War. She did it on Kiss. She did it on Emotion Side B. Now she's doing it on Dedicated. Whew. Want you in my room. You guys ready to do some pattern shit? This is a Carly Rae Jepsen fuck jam. Let's fucking do it. With all the lights out. Hey, where you going? Lights. I keep a window for you. It's always open. Imagery of climbing in through windows or sneaking in through windows or sliding in through windows shows up on many Carly songs. I'm like a lighthouse. I'm a reminder of where you're going. Imagery of lighthouses shows up often. I'm in your head now. From every second now. Is your love growing? Being in someone's head. With you, a girl could get bolder. I could just get a little bit closer. Now, again, this is a pitch. With all the lights out, hey, where you going? He's leaving, and she's going, no, actually, I'm down to fuck, actually. Don't go. No, the night's not over. I just want to get a little bit closer. Again, the perfect Act 1 song. Actually, kind of Act 2. It's an escape. I want you in my room. There's the word bed. On the floor, I want you in my room. I want to do bad things to you. Slide on through my window. Those specific words actually, I believe, show up on 2 other Carly songs. But then look at that. Baby, don't you want me to? It's a pitch. She doesn't know if he wants her. When no one loves you like they really mean it. I've got you covered under covers. Can you feel it? Now, again, if we weren't looking at the pattern, we wouldn't notice that undercover, when no one loves you like you really mean it, I got you covered under covers. Isn't that a little bit like Just a Girl Undercover and a Boy with a Getaway from Automatically in Love? Isn't that just like the theme of this relationship needs to be kept secret? Just saying. Go a little down. So again, I mean, that's crazy. Light, window, lighthouse, in your head, pitching to get in my bed in my bedroom, coming in through a window. It's a pattern song. It doesn't get much more pattern than that. Again, you can't do this with other artists. I have these lists of these words. You can't even do it with writers. This is a unique phenomenon. So this song is called Feels Right. Feels good waking up in your way. Again, our opening lyrics invoke waking up. I bet we can make things slide into Monday. She wants it to be more than just a weekend. So this is an escape song. Love was just a night at best. 2-step, making the weekend slide into something. Again, Carly, classic escape song. We had one night, but now I want it to grow into something bigger. If you're familiar with Carly, Run Away With Me, Making the Most of the Night. There's so many. What's the one? Hijack You, I Love You, Babe. One More Night With You always turns into 2 because it feels like I've never loved. So now I do anything to step with you. So even now she's not with the guy. She's pitching. And she maybe slept with him a few times. Baby, I love you back. Don't ask. So don't say nothing I want to say. Saying or not saying something. We know the timing isn't right. Maybe one day. Till then, you're my complicated friend. Just keep the dream alive. There's dream. Again, the Carly Rae Jepsen pattern is not subtle. And you're done if you doubt it. This video ends you. So let's just look at that. So Friend Zoned Forever is actually the name of an Act 3 song. In terms of how Act 3 works, is lovers downgrading to friends, which you can see right there. Friends upgrading to lovers, lovers downgrading to friends. She's having a secret escape weekend, like usual, with this guy, and she wishes she could keep the dream alive, but she knows he's just a friend. She'd do anything to be with him. Look at all the things I've left behind. You're the one to change my mind. Living all my life with no damn one. You're the one to change my mind because it feels right. Because it feels like I've never loved. Now I'd do anything to step with you. Classic Carly. I'm in love with you, but I'm afraid to say it. I don't want to ruin this and I don't want to overstep because we're having a secret relationship and we wake up together. Classic. Right words, wrong time. Could there be a more Carly Rae Jepsen title? We put everything away. California wasn't made for you. Hate the traffic in LA. I drove it through all of it to get to you. Now, this is actually a really interesting thing because this is a weirdly specific Carly Rae Jepsen theme, which is separation by physical distance or geography, specifying the name of a city and then saying she had to go a distance to get there. Took 1,000,000 miles to feel the final separation. Don't tell me now you know what you need. Not saying, don't say something. I need to find a love to love me with no hesitation. Now, hesitation, that word comes up again and again. Let's just look at Cut to the Feeling, because it's a song Carly knows, or it's a song people know of Carly, where she says, cancel your reservations, no more hesitations. No more, the idea that he's afraid to be with her and doesn't want to be with her comes up again and again and again, is hesitating. Don't tell me now that you're ready for me. So she's saying, it's not even worth it. It's already over. My baby, you always got the right words at the wrong time. See, he's like coming back around. I don't want to see your face. I'm afraid that I couldn't wait for you. I'm afraid I could break. Only want me when I'm leaving you. So look at this. So actually, it seems like this is an empowered, you're saying the right things at the wrong time and I'm done with you forever, except for it's not, because she's still obsessed. She's saying goodbye, but she's still obsessed. This is an Act 3 song. She's trying to let it go, but she drove through it all to get to him. So this is just an Act 3 song. Again, this is a song about saying or not saying something, or wanting someone at the wrong time in the wrong way. AKA, when I was in love with you while we were sleeping together, when we were friends, you were like, I'm not in love with you, but now that we're both in LA, now you are saying you're in love with me. Classic Jepsen song. Check out LA Hallucinations. Real love. The world is going crazy. And it feels like I don't know something's coming over me. I need to get a hold of you. We're getting good at lying. That is the third time lying has shown up on this record. No one's saying what's keeping us all awake at night. Interesting. Not saying something, of course. And of course, staying up all night. Do you get it yet? Am I right yet? Standing here with you tonight, how do we turn on the light? Turning on light or being guided by light. And I'm so used to the lie. You're so down to deny. I get the feeling you're the right thing after all. So just after we have a song about you don't say that you love me, and now you're saying you love me, it's too late. We have a song taking place in Act 2, which is, hey, this is it. We've got to make this real. I go every day without it. All I want is a real love. All the chaos falling around. Watch it like a movie that's come to life. Something numb about the way I keep on drowning it out. Danger. I feel danger. And I cannot breathe to scream the words out right. Every thought is paralyzing. I need to find a way to you now. Separation by physical distance, but also emotional, but also really being paralyzed by your thoughts is being stuck in your head. So we're there again. We already have pattern words in this song. This is clearly an escape song. Hey, give me the real thing I want. Everyone knows we should be together. No one's saying it, and we need it to just get real and just be real with me and tell me you're in love with me. All I want is a real love. So classic Act 2. Again, the words, this is, if this wasn't an album, this would be if this wasn't the pattern, this would be a concept album with how tightly thematically linked these songs are. For sure. 6 in the morning. Can I hold you? Are we done talking? Do we have to? Remember when she said it took one night of insane on a previous song? It's almost like they stayed up all night talking. So staying up all night. I've been thinking we were over. And this is again, gotta know for sure. Just say the thing. Tell me we're done forever. Now that I know what you want, but it's too late. You're trying to bring me good love loving, but it won't take. Again, this is the misery and the obsession and the longing for him to have said the right thing at the right time. This is a very simple song. It's mainly repetition. Yet she manages to sneak in, saying, not saying something. And I would also say misery, longing, and lovers downgrading to friends is in here, because she's thinking about, are they over, are they not, which is what she's been thinking about this whole album. Also, I love that it just again starts. It's our fourth or fifth song that starts with waking up in the morning or being awake in the morning as an entrance to the song. Party for one. If you didn't know that you were right for me, there's nothing I can say. Tried to call you out to spend some time to see, but somebody's in your way. The verbiage of somebody being in your way, it will of course be familiar to you of Call Me Maybe, from Call Me Maybe. Tried to let it go and say I'm over you. I'm not over you, but I'm trying. Misery Longing. This is an Act 3 song. Party for one. If you don't care about me, I'll just dance for myself. That's didn't just come here to dance. She's dancing alone to forget. From the song, originally I got that leitmotif from the song I Didn't Just Come Here to Dance. I'll be the one if you don't care about me, making love to myself. I'll just dance alone. Once upon a time, I thought you wanted me. Was there no one else to kiss? Was it all a dream? I let myself believe this. There's the word dream. And we're back into the chorus. So this is a song about dancing to forget. This is basically a redux of I Didn't Just Come Here to Dance. And the idea of I'm going to dance, I'm going to forget about you. There's actually another song like this that I forget what it's called. Dancing on My Own by Robin is, of course, an iconic song that touches these same buttons, except for Carly, of course, manages to get the word dream in there and not saying something. She does all her stuff. She always does, because there's some mystical Promethean thing with how she writes music that connects it all. I don't claim to understand how it works. Dedicated side B. The title of this song is This Love Isn't Crazy. For some time, I've been waiting for your star to shine so bright. I should say that it's your right to hurt me, baby, but love isn't cruel. I've been singing your lullaby each night, whispering that it's your right to hurt me, baby, because she's in love with this person. But clearly, he's not loving her back so far. That's why we got to hold on, baby. We could believe this love isn't crazy. Remember the thing about giving up his fears and his hesitations? Well, it's showing up again here. This loving could save me. Carly is very often referencing being a bad or dark place before she met him. I think this is an Act 1 song. You got to stand where I stand. Who could believe that you're holding my hand now? This loving could save me. So it's starting. For some time, I've been pillow talking in my head. There's the idea of her talking to herself or being trapped in her head. But in my bed, there's the word bed. It's another pattern word. You put me through, but oh, love isn't cruel. Another night, I swear I saw you in my dream. I mean, like, guys, come on, guys. The pattern is real. What does it all mean? The love isn't crazy, giving me the seasons. Every day I want you more. We were so insecure. Every day learning more. We were so immature. I know you want it bad, and I feel it bad. Every day I want you more. So again, they're not together. He has doubts and hesitations. It's a pitch. She's trying to convince him that this love isn't crazy and that it's okay that she's going nuts and stuck in her head because she saw him in the dreams and she's been up all night. It's Carly Rae Jepsen, ladies. So this song is called Window. This song is called Window. Baby, I could praise you. Could you take a compliment? Everything I say, you find a way to drown it out and make it like an argument. Sounds like this is going great so far. I see you in a different way. Take my eyes to borrow. Keep a window for me, always open. Now remember, on the song, fucking Want You in My Room, she goes, I keep a window for ya. It's always open. So like literally, I mean, come on. Don't lock the door. There's the word door, one of the key words. I'll be your special somebody, hands over your body, keep you wanting more. Again, it's a pitch, but please don't lock the door. Remember when she was outside the locked door, banging on it, trying to get in? The pattern's wild. I know you're not sleeping, thinking that the sky could fall. You never let the dreams get in. We're already on dreams. We already hit dreams, guys. The song's called Window. It's time for Harvard to give me my honorary doctorate, okay? You're with me on this. You watch this long, you know it's real now. Baby, I can handle it. Hold my hand a different way. Keep a window for me, don't lock the door. You were the one. The outro is just, you were the one, you were the one, you were the one. This is another begging for sex song. God, I love your body. Keep a window for me. Keep your door open. Now, again, this on its own, it would just be a pop song, but we have window, dream, door. We have going in through a window. We have not sleeping and staying up all night. We even have the implication of vertical movement if you want to be generous, but all the other ones are obviously there. You were the one and I'm needing ya. It's a pitch, just like Want You in My Room was a pitch. Felt this way. I tried your mouth and I can't come back. Yum. That's reminds me of This Kiss from Carly's album Kiss. This kiss is something I can't resist. Your lips are undeniable, is from that. So a little time, I'm way off track. I can't stay away. The city's so hard when you sleep alone, and I need your hands when you drive me home. Separation by physical distance and being the passenger in a car. I told you so. But I can't take much more of your hesitating. The word hesitation again. Both our hands speak for us and complicate it. Saying something without saying something. Our hands are speaking for us. And if my love's too strong for you, walk away. But I can't make this wrong when I see your face. My home is your body. How can I stay away? See all the thematic crossover, even with the last song, even with the songs we've heard so far. This is a new album now. We're already on a B-side, and we're readdressing the same thing again and again and again. I bet these songs all sound different to the ear. Okay. If it was only an attraction, how come nobody ever felt this way? If you are a party to the action. So she's saying, you led me on, and how am I supposed to stay away? If my love's too strong for you, you need to say definitively, walk away or let me stay. And remember, right words, wrong time. So this is an Act 2 song. Or maybe this is an Act 3 song, because it's wherever I go, I still see your face. So little time, there's no time to waste. I can't stay away. Reading your mind's getting hard to do. More hesitating, the word hesitating, complicate. My home is your body, blah, 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 blah. Again, how come, if it wasn't a big deal, how come I'm so in love? Those sweet summer lies, more lying coming up. Your night after night, come closer, I'll hold you. I need you now. It's still on my mind. Come closer, closer, your time after time. From the song Fever, I got your fever and I'll be feeling it forever. Carly is left, longing forever, wondering why, if it was never really real, she's still feeling the pain of a full-on heartbreak. Act 3, classic. This song is called Stay Away, except for weren't we just saying stay away a million times? Oh, people have themes on their albums. Not like this, they don't. This is special. This is something weird. Oh, wait a minute. That's the same song. They copied it twice. Well, I feel like, oh, this is what they say. Okay, we're back in. This is what they say. We're on the right track. I can feel it. I came alive the first day that we met. That's limerence, baby. That's limerence, baby. This is Act 1. I know what everybody's talking about. Want to say it loud and proud. Saying or not saying something. Got me feeling confident. Yeah, and you make my heartbeat work overtime. I want your body right over mine. Won't you cover me like a full eclipse? The moon, ladies and gentlemen. Can't remember Loneliest. Got me feeling delicate. Yeah. So she's feeling the big, overwhelming limerence emotions. This is what they say falling in love, vertical motion, is supposed to feel like. Never going to be the same. Never going to be the same. This is what it's supposed to feel like. The idea that it's going to change your whole life. I like to give it as good as I get. Don't be surprised if this is the best. I'm always falling, the word falling again. Here, it's a coincidence. Falling in love is a normal thing on a pop song, but then the word falling shows up again. Vertical movement. Love the way you open mine. Sweating like it's summertime. Second reference to summer, possibly thematically talking about the same affair or something. When you hear me calling your name, it's always different. And every morning when I wake you up, sugar, you won't need a cup. You got me feeling confident. So we got imagery of waking up and it's pitching. This is actually probably an Act 2 song because she's saying, let's do it. When I wake you up, when we spend these nights together, it'll be perfect. It'll be great. Can't look back at broken pieces of the hearts we broke for reasons. That's in all the other boys. No one has been like him. Specifying that and specifying that the legacy of the broken hearts and the people she's left behind have now made her strong enough to love him more. That's a very Carly thing. This is what they say, falling in love. So again, this is an act 2 song because she's pitching and she's saying, I'm going to be with you. Escape fantasy. When you hear me, I'm going to do all this for you. We can't look back at all the mistakes we made. I love that in even Carly's most hopeful songs, there is often some kind of, it was fucked up right before this started, but now this is going to fix everything. Heartbeat. Thinking that you need to go now because this could really get out of hand. I'm hiding things I don't want to show now. Not saying something in secrets. Of course, secrets being one of Carly's primary themes. Because I don't know if you're ready for that. Not saying something. I was busy sleeping with you. Thought I'd never feel this way, but I do. Spending the night together, sleep and dreams. And I don't want to tell you anything about me because everything about you is speeding up my heartbeat. This is an Act 1 song. You're better off without me. Now, again, on so many of Carly's songs, more than any other pop artist, she clarifies that if she's honest about how she feels, he'll leave her. You've been watching it in this video, right? I'm not making this up. I'm not editorializing. You're better off without me. She's too much. Everything's speeding up. Makes me want to get a little nearer, but I don't know if you're ready for that. How my body feels in your hands. Again, the bodies, the wanting something more than this one night. And I want to tell you, I don't want to tell you anything about me. Again, saying, not saying something. I don't know if you should hear this because it's a mess inside my head, being in your head or trapped inside your head, being scared of your feelings. This might be all I ever wanted. The idea that the feelings are too much and will change all I ever wanted to happen to me. You've been like a light, like a light. There we have the word light. I'm not fucking you around, kids. I'm doing this right for you. That fucking boom, boom. I told you, lights, being guided by light. That's a constant Carly theme. If you're wondering if it's ever showed up before on a previous 4 albums, yeah, it showed up so much that I put it there. Lighthouse, light, the idea that lights guide people places. Summer Love, we're back to summer. A lot of talk about summer on this album and the A-side. Summer Love, wild and free, and I'd like to get to know ya. So this is a call me maybe, because I live for the feeling, dance to the feeling, wait for the feeling of you. So again, dancing only mentioned in context to him, and also the feeling, the emotion, cut to the feeling, show me emotion. The idea that these big overwhelm, oh my God, I was down for the first night and I'm down for a second try. Again, the idea that they spend one night together, spending one night together or a weekend and wanting it to go on longer. I have in my notes, I'm looking through them like Doc Brown, but spending the night together, it's a weirdly limited thing. She rarely talks much about any other kind of romance or date beyond that or being in a car. When you touch me, I want to fly. Vertical movement going up. I'm so down for you all the time. Vertical movement going down. It's my turn. It's our time. I'd like to talk it over. She wants to say something. I'd like to have you over. It's a pitch. They're not actually together. They're not really together. She's pitching again, as always. They fucked once. It made her so happy and got her high, or spent the night together and didn't fuck and just talked till 6 a.m. like in the other song. But there was one night. She wants it all the time. Come on, give me a shot, pitching, flying, going down. I don't make this shit up, people. I am a scientist. Fake Mona Lisa. Gosh, this sounds like it might be a pattern breaker. He was born in Vegas amongst the stars. Barely notice it. Let's see if there's pattern. Oh, there we go. Every night I'm wearing my black in case you're coming around. 57 days and it still feels like I'm not coming down. The night we painted over your fake Mona Lisa. Oh, you took my clothes off, said it's getting hotter. Don't know how to swim, but let's breathe underwater. I was born a dreamer. There we go. We're back in the pattern. This is the night. They're talking about the night they fucked. I mean, like, This is the most down and dirty I've seen Carly get, but this is the night. She was born a dreamer and she's still that way, live for tomorrow and yesterday, but he never came back. She's been waiting for 57 days. She has one memory of fucking him. And the word dream. So this is an interesting song, because I would say this is an Act 2 song, because it's like come back, but it's kind of an Act 3 song of like, I'm a dreamer and I believe even though I only spent this one night for you, I'll still wear my black in case you're not coming around. So this is an Act 3 song. Only one pattern word in this song, which is dreamer, but she can't not do the pattern. Again, the word dream didn't have to be in here. Let's sort the whole thing out. What it feels like when I'm next to you. It's a soft touch that I read into. Was it just me? Did you linger for too long, saying something without saying something? But it's all right if it's on your mind, because it's all I'm thinking all the time, being trapped in your head, an obsession. There was one thing I wanted all my life for real. Somebody wants you, somebody cares. Somebody wants you, somebody cares. Then he said, I love you. This is a new thing. That's true. That is a new thing. Although the words I love you come up again and again on Carly's music as a loaded thing that either determines a relationship in one way or another. Sometimes after saying I love you, or three little words, or she specifies something like I love you, that's when the thing splits. So this is an Act 2. This is an escape song. This is her pitching, accept me, and let's sort the whole thing out. I love you. It's a new thing. One more drink. Let's get to the bottom of it. Wow, this sounds like a healthy conversation about love. I was broken in a million ways. Then I met you and saw your face. Again, being in a bad or dark place before she met her lover. I was lost, alone, and searching from higher. I was certain I could not want something more. Going crazy because you're hard to read. Not saying something. It's one of the main Carly themes. But I know you want this as bad as me. It's a good thing, and I want you to be sure, for real. Remember all the talk about hesitations? Somebody wants you. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. Never thought I'd hear you say, I've been hoping every day. Never thought I'd hear you say. Then he said, I love you. So he said, I love you in this weird drinking framework where they didn't really sort anything out. And this song has no definitive ending. Wow, except for, you have to keep in mind, on like 4 previous songs, she's mentioned right words, wrong time, that he said he loved you, and saying it isn't enough. He has to show it, and he never showed it, and they didn't end up together. This is a pattern song. This is an Act 2 song. Is this a real thing? Because we're just friends. This is just friends stuff. Classic Carly, just friends stuff. Am I reading in too much? I'm in love with you. He said it back, but then what happened? We don't know. Come back. So again, pattern, boom, come back. I'm at war with myself. We go back to my place, take up my makeup off, and show you my best disguise. Oh man, it's a tragedy, boy. Every time you ask me, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I believe I was thinking about making a comeback back to me. And I won't say you're the reason I was on my knees begging, and begging imagery comes up a lot in Carly's stuff. I'm at peace in the dark. Hear the breath of your heart. Sing me a lullaby. Being sung lullabies and listening to someone's heart is actually a thematic thing that shows up on several Carly songs. But no, I'm not going to count it as a pattern thing, even though it involves sleeping and spending the night together. All those traveling years till we said our goodbye, like on hotel shampoos and LA hallucinations, Carly. But again, traveling years. I won't even show up to and I show up to your place. You don't even ask me why. Again, the idea of showing up to someone's place unannounced. I don't know what I'm feeling. Yeah, this is an Act 3. I have no regrets. You got to dig down low. So vertical movement. Nothing I'm so sure of. No regrets. You'll come with me. I'm the keeper. I am the keeper. Again, lighthouse imagery. I'm the lighthouse keeper. I'm the keeper of your heart. Dance the night down on your knees. Dance your heart onto your sleeve. Please say to me, I love you. Put your heart on your sleeve. Be honest with me. Say something. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I believe. So this is kind of the reverse of the earlier song. You're not saying you love me. If you like me so much, how come you're not just saying it I'm ready to do it again. So again, this is an Act 3 song, Misery Longing, Obsession, Not Saying Something. Just to say, not saying something, that one. Please tell me you love me. Solo. And I know what it feels like to be alone on a cold night. Yes, she does. She's often out alone on cold nights in her music. No one can hold tight. I'm not playing it down. Turn around. You let go. She moved on. 1,000 stories before. You felt it, then lost it. You're lonely. Your heart aches, but get yourself off the floor. I can't stand to see you crying. Lover in a bad, dark place. Also, remember the thing about all the broken hearts led us to now. This is just that thought versed slightly differently. So what, you're not in love? Don't go wasting your nights getting so low. You shine bright by yourself dancing solo. You might think this is a song to a female friend. And maybe it is if she's a lesbian. But I think it's to a man that she's in love with. It looks nice from the outside. They've all got the perfect guide. Hold on for the long ride. Your fears. Again, the idea of fear. Again, the idea of dancing to try to make yourself feel better. This is just a broken heart song. She's trying to comfort it sounds like, if we're being heteronormative, a male friend who's broken a lot of hearts and is now in a dark place. And she knows how that feels because, you know, she's in love with this guy. I mean, like, hey, you're just comforting your platonic male friend. This is a patterny song. It's a patterny song. I will give them this one a loose fit, right? Fits thematic ideas, but I don't see any of my specific ideas. So I'll take the L on this one, but commemorates the end of a relationship and moving on. Now I don't hate California after all. My lover don't mind if I follow him around. I'm high as a kite when I'm with him all the time. Vertical movement, specifically getting high. He gives me the holiday I need all the time. So you'd think she would be he's her boyfriend, right? No, because the next lyric is, maybe this is temporary. I don't even mind. It's almost like they're having a secret connection for a single weekend almost. Moon in the sky. Oh, moon in the water and the open sky. There we go. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I see the Matrix, dude. He's starting to believe. And now that he noticed I follow him around, he's all kinds of hardness and heartless, but I know he's down. He's not saying he likes me. He's acting like he doesn't like me, but I know he does like me. He gives me the holiday. Maybe it's temporary. Again, I just want to stay another night, another day. Again, we could wash the world away. We could play like children play. That actually interestingly references, in some ways, Carly Rae Jepsen's very early song Bucket, which is just cool to see as a Jepsenologist and a Jepsenographer like myself. But Moon in the Water in the Open Sky, it's obviously an Act 2 song. We're having so much fun, but it's temporary. And he's acting like he doesn't want me, but I'm feeling great. And maybe it could turn out well. See how she's so happy here? But then now that he notices she's in love with him, he's being hard to her and mean to her. Classic Carly Rae Jepsen. She took no time with the fall. He took his time with the call. He gave her nothing at all, but still, he's in her way. Wow. This is going better than I thought it would. Surrender my heart. So I've been trying hard to open up. When I lost someone, it hit me rough. It almost sounds like she's in a bad or dark place. I paid to toughen up in therapy. She said, soften up. She's such a great lyricist, man. I'm sorry if I push your good away, especially when I'm needing you to stay. I know you hate that I still test your love. Try not to fuck this up. But the benefit of all the broken hearts, there we go. So this is interesting because this is making it sound like someone wants her, right? And has been with her maybe, right? But let's get into it because oftentimes there's a mid-song twist. The benefit of all the broken hearts is the little bit of life regrets I won't bring to that mess to you when you're with me. So it's a pitch, and I want to be brave enough to show you my not so perfect family, and I want to be brave enough for everything. I'll believe in you every night. I want to get closer. So this is a pitch. It's another fucking pitch. She used to soldier through her hardest days. I crave to feel it all entirely. Also, the not so perfect family line, you can make a cross reference to Carly's song, It's Not Christmas Till Somebody Cries. So she wants to get closer, which again is classic Carly. I'll believe in you every night. The surrender my heart. I want to be open. I want to be honest. She wants to be able to say everything. She used to try to switch off her bad feelings, but she craved to feel everything in your arms, specifically the words in your arms as a healing place show up constantly on Carly's music. Again, this is the back to all the other boys. No one before me was ready, but I'll be there for you every night. I'll believe in you. I want to be open. I want this to be real. This is an Act 2 song. This is an escape song. The only kind of pattern testy lyric is that, except for, no, there's too much pattern stuff going on. It's too much of a pitch. She starts out from a place of strength, but then it becomes, listen, actually, I'm not that messed up and I'm going to be okay if you'll give me a chance. I'll believe in you every night. Act 2. Joshua Tree. Running from the night. I drove miles away to finally feel alone. Physical separation. There's no moon in sight, but the desert lights could lead the way back. Being guided by light. Lead the way back home. We're already so deep in it. Like, just always within the opening lyrics, she tosses in moon, lights, just for no reason. In the moment, I'm living undercover. Remember the word undercover from earlier? Painting on each other, all the colors, I can't get enough. The idea of someone's colors being representative of emotions. I brought this up earlier. California's dreaming. There's dream. Here it comes. I know what I must do now. I need it. I feel it. I see it. I know it. I own it. I show it. Who are you, Madonna? Give me a paradise. I'll eclipse the stars and fall like the ones before. Eclipse, the moon, fall, vertical movement. I'm like Aphrodite, and it's fine to only know the things I know. In the moment, living undercover. This is an escape song. California's dreaming is never what it seems. This is just like LA hallucinations. I'm feeling dramatic. I like the moon and the magic of this. Do you like the moon, Carly? Do you like the moon? Are you a little dramatic? Are you being led somewhere by lights, or are they guiding someone else? Are you driving somewhere? Talking to yourself. I was always invisible. Already, we've been through several songs where him even noticing her is part of the issue. Consequences are difficult to face. We could have been something beautiful, but you made it impossible to stay. Okay, so this is an Act 3 song, but so tell me what you got on your mind. Am I keeping you up at night? They're staying up at night. And I'll never let you be. So she actually is still obsessed with him. This is an Act 3 song. Hey, say it. Tell me you're still in love with me. Hey, I thought those were the right words at the wrong time, Carly. It was impossible to stay. They were never really together. There were consequences of some kind for their relationship. Remember when he noticed her following him around earlier, he became hard and heartless. Are you thinking of me when you're with someone else? Do you talk to me when you're talking to yourself? This is like a little Alanis here. And every time I scratch my nails down someone else's back, I hope you feel it. Are you thinking of me when you fuck her? But Carly's not saying that. She's saying, are you reaching for me, making love to someone else? You were never just miserable without me taking you all the way. Now that I'm the only one who's taken the blame. So he was in a bad, dark place. They had a sad thing. They were never really together. And now they're separate. And he's not saying something. Are you thinking of me? Does it kill you that you're thinking of me? You know what's crazy? He's not saying that. There's no point in this song that I see where he's the one who's reaching out to her. She's the one saying, I'll never let you be. Classic Carly. I got your fever. I'll be feeling it forever. Far away. I'd give this love a second try, but if you could put my feet back on the ground, again, vertical movements. I imagined all your qualities, and that's my fault. She idealized him. And we could try to start again. Carly wants another shot. I'd like to get to know you. Let me kiss all of these tears coming down. I hear a night bird singing. So again, they're staying up all night talking. I mean, like, That's a loose one. But again, he's in a bad or dark place. He's crying as she says she wants another shot. Just tell me, not saying something. You need me side by side. Say it. Oh, baby, not far away from that conversation. Just tell me the sweetest words of my whole life. See, it's again, trying not to talk first because words don't mean authority. And you look tall standing in front of me. I mean, we're talking about not saying it because the words have power. Again, how many times on these two albums has she referenced not saying something, being afraid to say something, or saying something you regret? I'd like to get to know you. We could try to introduce ourselves. She wants another shot. Not far away. She wants more. A night bird singing. So it's at night. Again, you have to remember that she's just needlessly placing this conversation at night with that lyric. It's a weird lyric. The fact that he's crying while she's pitching herself as a potential girlfriend for him after she made up an image of him idealized in her head is this is a weird song. And it's mysterious. That's what I love about her music, is that it's mysterious. Like, what the hell's going on? She wants another shot because she got manic and alienated him and she wants to do it all over again. He's crying and saying, go away, potentially at night. Up all night, I don't know. Sideways. Smudged red lipstick on you. I'm so satisfied. We spilled that coffee cup on my couch 1,000 times. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Sounds like she's got him here on the hook. Now I smile at strangers. I'm the annoying type. I don't care if there's traffic. I got plans. Later we'll meet at your place. Later we'll be together. Ever since you said you were mine. Wow. Everything's going my way. Even when things go sideways, I get all my confidence from you. Wow. So I really thought this would be a pattern breaker. But again, we have Carly saying something she regrets. One more cute disaster. Saying something you regret. I said I love you twice before you could even answer. It's hard here in paradise. I'm living to look at your face, living it up together ever since you said you were mine. She can't not do the pattern. Like this one really got me for a second. Because I was like, oh, they've been friends for a long time. Friends upgrading to lovers ever since you said you were mine. But then maybe you could make an argument they've been in a relationship for a while. But no, it's a new relationship. This is an Act 1 song. This is limerence. You're going to fix my whole life. I get all my confidence from you. That's not baby, let me be your motivation. That's idealization. This is a pattern song. This is an Act 1 song, and it's contextualized to be in the pattern by including the theme of saying something you regret. Beach House. Love this song. So this is a song based around the idea of all the other boys, all the different guys she's dated who didn't work out. So this is one of Carly's more jokey songs. Carly has a sense of humor that pops out on some of her stuff, but let's see if any pattern stuff shows up on this. His wife had impeccable taste. She was sweet though. So this guy had a wife. This guy lived with his mom. This guy had a wife. She's been on a ride. Roller coasters, a carousel. She's getting nowhere. So that could be up and down movement, but I'm not gonna claim it. I feel like this is pattern breaky, with the exception that it is about no one's like you, and I'm looking and looking, and I'm on a ride going up and down, but it never happens. So let's take a look a little further in the lyrics. Yeah, told me he loved me the very first night. Oh no. Well, that's actually saying something you regret. I mean, that loosely fits, even though this is a pattern breaky song. I got big plans to take care of you. I just need to borrow $10,000. Oh, I love this lyric. I got a lake house in Canada, and I'm probably gonna harvest your organs. So basically, Carly just wants something real. I can see the future. Say it like you mean it. This is back to Carly asking something to be said. Kind of crazy that it even fits in here. He says, I loved you. He says, I love you too soon. She wants him to say something you mean and prove it's not just hunting season. Prove that it's real. So this does loosely fit the pattern, but I'll give it a gimme if people want to argue with me. Benz. Sunshine somewhere in Mexico. Long day. I didn't feel good. Why am I being lonely? Am I being sensitive? Blue eyes, you are the sensitive one. Just say this isn't happening. It's too late for that flight to see you. How can this be life? Almost like they're separated by geographic distance or a plane ride. I can feel the sun on you, warm you up the way you do. After all the clouds, here's the jar of tears I keep in a sacred place. So they're broken up and separated, but she's still thinking about him and crying. This is an Act 3 song. She still wants to be with him. Moonlight. Stars in the water. Moon. There you go. The moonlight. Just me and all my cousins know. Tell me this isn't happening. In tree forts, I'll see you. True wild one. Where are you tonight? Where are you tonight? Where's your home tonight? How can this be life? Again, you go back to like her first song, EP, you know, Cup of Tea. She says, you know, where are you tonight? Basically the same lyrics. Really interesting. I can feel the sun on you. Warm me up the way you do. They're separated, but she knows he's out there somewhere and she's still waiting. It's too late to connect to him. They're separated by geographical distance and she's longing after him forever. There's the moon. Boom. Pattern song. Western wind. Back to California. Crossed my mind. Once we were pressed in the breeze of the mountain, up on the mountain, I was by your side. Do you remember a conversation with our heads against the pillow? Did I dust my shoe before I entered through their doorstep and spending the night together? So we have the word door and we have spending the night together and talking all night. Do you feel home from all directions? You know, it's spring reminding me it's all connected. Yeah, I know, Carly. I know it's all fucking connected. A jubilation, a celebration. Take me back to your corner, to the center of the room. We made a dance floor. I was charmed to let it go. Wow. In Carly's first EP, Dear You, she has a song, Bedroom, the room we made a dance floor, where she says, and we danced in my bedroom, but we could see the moon. There's a lot of dancing alone in bedrooms. I was charmed to let go. So this is very, and also Take Me Back. So it's clear that they are not actually happening. She's wondering about, does he even remember her? Do you still think about me? And she separated from him by physical distance. Remember when we were this place and now we're different places? If I return to you in time, my golden arrow, could you give me peace of mind? She's trapped with her emotions. First bloom, it's spring. She's wondering where he's at tonight. It's the same thing, coming in like a western wind. What does it mean? We're separated now by physical distance, but I love you, and door and room. I often say room, but I don't know if that's a key Jepsen theme. And also the word room isn't quite like the word room, or isn't quite like the word moon, in that it's a more common word. So nice. So nice, so refreshing. How you crush all the competition. That's all the other boys. No one can be with you. You ask me if I'm busy tonight. I could be free for you and me, and maybe we could go for a drive. So light, keep it easy, because light, drive. I mean, all the other boys. This is a Act 1 song. No other guy can help me fly. Again, flying and hold me down at the same time. Another pairing of going up, vertical movement up, and vertical movement down. She's talking about how nice he was on the date. It's turning me on that he's the kind of superstar who would only steal your heart. Back in the middle of what could be complicated. Again, for some reason, the love is complicated, possibly secret. Communicate, don't make me wait, and say whatever goes through your mind. And then in parentheses, say, I love you. Again, not saying something without speaking. She really likes him and she's turned on by him. He's my cup of tea, the sugar on my street. There's street, by the way. Is street one of our keywords? Because it sure does show up a lot. No, it's not, but street shows up. Again, she has a song literally called Cup of Tea. Hope he never leaves. I hope he never leaves me, because he's all the reasons I know. Hope he never leaves me. The fuck are you talking about? You guys just started dating like Apple of my eye, he took me by surprise, swept me off my feet. I hope he never leaves, because he's all the reasons. Give me all the reasons. Classic Act 1 song, Let's Go for a Drive. Weird note about it being complicated, him not saying something. Up and down movement, light. Let's go. Bad Thing Twice. I don't remember. I don't remember you. I try not to go there. I need a spotless mind, almost like you're stuck in your head or trapped by your emotions. You were born in a different moon. Come on. Come on, guys. What do you want this time? Cross the rivers of my mind. You're my little rock skipper. Every time my eyes closing or opening, you're my little heart hiccup. Is it my destiny? I want to do a bad thing twice. Can't stop feeling the rain before the thunder. I want to do a bad thing twice. You were the king and I was a soldier, babe. I fought for your attention. Again, the idea that she was invisible to him. I fought for your lonely eyes. I had a vision to run away. Let's play this thing over. I want to go back in time. So again, we're already on a pattern song. This is a Act 3 song. We have the word fever. I caught that fever. I shouldn't be here. Only got me to blame. This is very reminiscent of the song Fever. And again, bad thing twice. The push and pull. What do you want this time? It's pretty clear that sleeping with him or spending the night with him was forbidden for some reason. That's why she tries not to think about it. And there was a push and pull. She wants to make the same mistake twice because every time she closes her eyes, she thinks about how much she wanted to be with him. She wants to go back in time and do it again. Only got me to blame. I caught my fever. I caught that fever. Again, repetition of specific words and thematic ideas across songs if you know Jepsen. Shooting star. I might sleep with you tonight. If you want to know why, just because summertime and you look fine. Again, summer. Press my back against the door of the refrigerator. There's door. Also spending the night together. But also as a pitch. When the heat wave comes, ice can't melt how hot we felt. But I still believe in my New York City. Lots to do and all the boys so pretty. Can't believe I've been gone so long. We can turn it on. Again, they have been separated by physical distance for a long amount of time. And remember I said she'll name a city when she does that. Just sweat all my fears away. Dancing through the dark. Again, specifically dancing to escape. Didn't just come here to dance. Saw your angel face. Caught my shooting star. Vertical movement, sort of. Excuse me. I'm getting beat up. I'm picking my nose on stream. I'm in a room where like my allergies are getting triggered. I'm doing it all for science. I believe there's a true connection with you and me. So I might sleep with you tonight if you want to know why. Again, it's a pitch. She is pitching. He's not, it's not you want me, it's I want you. Will you let it happen? You know what I mean? She's I got you now. Again. Do you wanna? Again, she's pitching. I'd like to let you get to know me. Romance walk down the street. There's street again, walking down streets. Also, last chance, you turn to me. I'd like you to get to know me. He's not saying something, and she wants him to say something. Somebody told me the night's done. If I play the right song, we could keep the lights on. So, dude, so don't go. The night's not over. It's the same beat from earlier. Keep the lights on. Stay, even though the night is over. Hey, please stay with me, even though we're all done partying in New York City. And then, of course, she's got to say, somebody told me there's a full moon. And if I play the right tune, would you give me all you, baby? Moon. Go find yourself or whatever. Great title for a song, Miss Jepsen. I want to call her Professor or Saint Jepsen for what the video. I feel like I'm in Videodrome. You tell me that your mind's been changing. I tell you I'm no good at goodbyes. I could cut 1,000 roses and show you I'm all torn up inside. Act 3, baby. He's saying goodbye to her. She doesn't want to go. There's a song called Roses on Emotion Side B where she says, she talks about breaking up as roses turning to black. This is more rose breakup imagery. Very specific, very weird to revisit it. You feel safe in sorrow. Go wake up on an open road. There's waking up, or go on an open road. There's waking up imagery. You made me vulnerable. Go find yourself or whatever, and I'll wait for you. Again, she's never really over him. She'll always be waiting. Even when she's telling him to fuck off, there's always this, tell me that we'll meet up someday. I tell you that I'm no good telling lies. Maybe when my heart's done breaking, then I could forgive what you tried. They had the night, they slept together. I mean, like, it's so easy to draw it in. By the way, he feels safe in sorrow because he's a lover in a bad or dark place. You could spend your whole life searching, every day just getting by, but every time the red moon rises, I'll stay up and keep some hope inside. So moon and staying up all night, lover in a bad, dark place, being obsessed and waiting, misery and longing. That's an Act 3 song. The loneliest time. This song fucks. And you'll see why I should say that street is a word that comes up a lot, because it does. I've had one of those bad dreams. There's dreams where we're standing on your street. There's street. I'm never getting over it. You're looking right through me. Our story, we never finished it. Our love, we never finished it. It's a tragedy. Another use of the word tragedy. I'm coming over tonight. Knock on your door just like before. Now think about that, just like before. Think about when she was knocking on the door and he wasn't answering. And all of the images, by the way, there's the word door. All the images of Carly outside a door trying to get in. It's a specific thing that comes back and back again. They've been separated for a period of time. Now she's come somewhere and she's knocking on a door. It starts in Cup of Tea and it continues throughout her entire discography. Being locked outside a door, ringing a bell, trying to get in, wondering where he is. Baby, leave the light on for me. Again, the light guiding her. Light. I could be yours just like before. Rewrite another try. She wants another shot. And then this is his part. I've had more of those bad dreams. You were 10 feet in front of me. Now, I know this isn't fair, but that is literally separation by physical distance. You spoke the words to me. Say, when you left, I still need to unpack it. Saying something you regret. I'm coming over tonight, knock on your door just like before, and we're going through the great catchy chorus of this song. This is already so patterny, it's insane. But just to make sure we're locked in, she says, what happened was we reached the moon, but lost in space. I think we got there all too soon. But you know what? I'm coming back for you, baby. So there we go. So you look at it and you see the emotions got too big, too fast, too much, and it fell apart, but I still want you and I'm coming back for you. Again, the moon. And in the morning, they spent the night together. Again, the sun in the morning, waking up. Is this nirvana? She's remembering when they woke up together. She actually described a beatific waking up sequence earlier on a previous album. Anxious. So again, if you don't believe in the Jepsen pattern and you look at this song, even just the fact that it's dreams, light, staying up all night, knocking on a door, you know, it's real. It's the Jepsen pattern is real, and this is and then she finally says moon. It really is a wild adventure. Anxious. I thought love would keep me satisfied. But you know, I want more than what they advertise, and you're so rational. Again, Carly talks about the idea of wanting a love that is too big, a love that is in fact irrational. And you didn't even notice. I was hoping you would open up. She was hoping he would say something, but he doesn't notice her because she's invisible. Boy, you got a reputation, almost like he's in a bad or dark place. Because I need a little headroom. Again, the idea of getting trapped with her thoughts. Could we move it to the bedroom? There's the word bed and the idea of pitching to go into a bedroom. Again, boy, you got a reputation. I should cool it off. I know you're tired. Remember when she said when she's in New York, the night's over, but I want you to stay just like in Want You in My Room. There it is again. This is a pitch. This is, please, come on. Love me. You know, I never take my own advice. You're so rational. I was jealous of your company. Remember, she was talking about being jealous earlier. We're talking about the same situations. specifically again and again, a night being over, but I just want to fuck. I want it to be real. I want it to be real. That's all Carly's music. But well, this is an Act 2 song. Those are all the Act 2 songs. Could this be real? Again, classic Act 2. You're too rational to indulge in the kind of feelings that I am having. No thinking over the weekend. I was looking for you on the beach. The beach is showing up a lot, these albums. In the hotel, again, traveling. Someone sent me flowers. When it's good, why is it always out of reach? And in a hotel, that implies separation by physical distance. Lavender sunset, stealing kisses from your neck. Summer again, the nights are getting hotter. Wake me up when you're ready for the water. So again, specifically the words of waking up or waking up. Do you think about star signs? We're really getting into astrology on this album, because I think I saw Jupiter dive into the black sky, vertical movement. My lips have no secrets, no thinking over the weekend. I'm in the spirit for dreamin', no thinking. Again, don't overthink. Give me this impossible, beautiful weekend escape of love. This is a Act 2 song. No thinking over the weekend. Remember, she was saying we could stretch it into Monday. We can stretch it onward on earlier songs. You can even see the pattern within the songs I'm doing really, really clearly, which is nice and refreshing if you're still watching this. Again, dream, holiday, take the chain off the track. The windows were closed, so we kicked the door open. Window and door in one lyric. Come on, guys. What does it mean? Why is it like this? Again, she's in the spirit for dreaming. She tried, but she couldn't get away. She couldn't get away with it. She's trapped with something. Interesting. Wonder if this weekend is a secret for some reason. Again, dreaming, window, door. What do you want, guys? What do you want? It's an escape in a hotel. If you know her other songs, you know escaping to a hotel is nothing new. Keep away. Hands touch all night. I remember. I stayed behind and you were tender. In my whole life, I wish I never knew this kind of love. Wow, she finally fucked him, but I'm keeping company with all the friends I got from you. It's not easy to sever. I think you're on to me. Hard to keep cool. I know you want it too. Gonna need some land between our bodies, though. Trying to keep away from you. Almost like separation by geographical or physical distance. I can't control the things I do. She's trapped with these feelings. I miss your hands over my body, though. I'm trying to keep away. Wake up, the image of waking up. It's now or never. Again, you've made up your mind and I surrender. My heart was blind. I wish I never knew this kind of love. So now she's revealed he didn't want her. They had this incredible sex, but now she needs to stay away from him, but she's still hanging out with his friends. And she wants him to, they're trying to keep it cool and not fuck it up. It takes all my pride. We're going to need some land between our bodies. God, I miss you. She's obsessed forever. Keep away, keep away. Again, this is physical distance, trying to keep away. And then just one word from you and I'm all out of reasons. He says something, waking up, making up for the lost time. Again, just please say something. Say just one word and I'll come back. Hey, close the door. I've been yours for the longest time. Close the door. Inside you, there's a room with a door from Carly's first album. Incredible. I've been yours for the longest time. Yeah, Carly, 18 years. Keep away. God, I miss your hands over my body. Keep away. Again, this is an Act 3 song. I need to forget the night we spent together. That was so sexy, but you made up your mind and rejected me. Rejection, one of her main themes, like always. And she experienced a new type of love that she thought would fix everything. Now she's hanging out with his friends, but she needs the separation of physical distance. But if he even says one thing, she will come right back to him. She's got that fever. She'll be feeling this way forever. There has only been one song we've done so far that has even kind of broken the pattern. The pattern's real. You're done. I'm right. I'm sorry if I'm being confrontational about this, but doing it this way is just like fucking my brain to Carly Town. and reminding me that I was right about this, and that the people who challenged that I discovered this were doing it because they don't like me, which is fine. Plenty of people don't like me, but all of Carly Rae Jepsen's music is connected. This song is called Anything to Be With You. Never over. Never, never over. Yeah. Yeah. Anything you want to do, I really want to do with you. I can be friends with your friends. How did that turn out? We found out how that turned out. She's still hanging around them. Anything to be with you, anything you want to feel. I can be down when you're down. Vertical movement. I know love's second chance almost slipped away. When it comes to me, boy, falling for you, falling. Vertical movement is never over. Again, she's trapped with her feelings. It blew it the first time, and she wants another shot. This is an Act 3 song. Act 3 songs are defined by the idea that it's over, but for her, it's never over. And she will do anything to be with him again, even though he didn't want her. Anywhere you want to go, I want to roll with you. We can make love in your town, my town. They're in two different towns. That separation by geographical distance. And if you want to dance, I want to groove with you. I'm falling for you. Vertical movement, just locking in the vertical movement thing. Second chance, never over. An appetite for the stars tonight. There's something in the lover's eyes and your reason. Again, seeing something in someone's eyes without them saying something. But again, it's never over for me. The second you say the word, I'll be back with you. And yeah, pattern song, Act 3. Kamikaze. I saw you in the deep end and a shipwreck underwater. I don't know this song that well. Let's look. I know I shouldn't want that, but I'm just here for the weekend. We've got Bad and Forbidden Love, a wordless kind of offer. I am hoping you saw that. Saying something without actually speaking. Saying something without actually speaking. Because I see you, I fall back into the feeling like we've just begun. Vertical movement, falling, flying. Tell me, ooh, are you tired of being alone? You're not the only one. She's asking him to say something. I know it sounds fatal. I know we made fires. The ending's real clear and it won't take us higher. The vertical movement thing is a real thing. It's not just like, oh, on Plenty of Love songs, they talk about falling in love or feeling high. No, these are specific words that occasionally get their full own songs. Tonight, I might need to come kamikaze, crash into your way. I love the Moonlight is calling. I know we'll go up, but we end up free falling. What did I tell you about the vertical movement? You kiss me on the cheek and we say hello like it's goodbye. I should have called that, but I still feel the heat like a secret kind of language on your fingers fall down my back. Saying something without saying something. She's getting rejected. We say hello like it's goodbye. I should have called that. Also, this love is doomed or forbidden for some reason. I know it sounds fatal. The ending's really clear. I mean, this is pattern, pattern, pattern. She often will machine gun them. I can't believe Moonlight made it onto this song. Right next to Vertical Movement. Right next to I'm getting rejected again, but I still want you. And you're not saying something that I feel you're saying, even though you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything, but I hope I'm not invisible. After last night, oh my gosh. Gravity is not enough to keep me on your street. I think I might need to put street in the document. Walking 20 feet above the ground, vertical movement, floating, flying. I need you to hold my hand. Every kiss we start feels somehow incomplete. Secrets in the corner of your mouth. That's the word secrets, things I want to understand. So he's not saying something. Then you say, hey, before we make a big mistake, is there somewhere we could go right now? I don't think it can wait. Bad or Forbidden Love. We are revisiting the idea that you are going somewhere with someone for a forbidden night for some reason. After last night, things look different in the pale. Moonlight. Moonlight, people. We have Moonlight. In the moment, I was hypnotized. Eyes opening imagery. Open your eyes. Think it's going to change my life. This love is going to save me. This love isn't crazy. Not afraid of getting close. You can open your eyes. The consequence of dancing with these insecurities. Again, the idea of dancing not as a fun dance, but as a metaphor for coping with pain. Tell me what you want and I'll reply. I can tell the truth, don't lie. Say something. Say you love me. Then you said, hey, so look. So They went somewhere alone together. After we spending the night together, the moon was shining extra bright. After we spent the night, we crossed into the other side and manifested something bright. So there's a crossing into the other side. You could argue that's also friends becoming lovers. Things look different in the moment. I was hypnotized. She's with him. She's in bed with him. I see you and I think it's going to change my life. It does change your life, Carly. You become obsessed with him forever. Because you make a big mistake. Pattern song. Again, pattern song. Moon. We're friends. It's a forbidden love. You're not saying something. There's secrets. It's the same fucking thing. Airplanes. Okay, airplanes. Dream slow. Starts with the word dream. Come on now. I want you to be the one for me. You know, when the light inside your eyes begins to glow, there's light. I won't hold you back from anything you want. I want you to be the one. She's pitching. Speak nice. I had a funeral for us and for my life. If I could be the way you wanted me tonight, but I won't hold you back from anything. I want to give you everything. Just desperation. Desperation. I gave up on you. I had a funeral for us, but if you can go do whatever you want, but I want to be the one for you. I would fly airplanes, an ocean for your touch, separation by geographical distance. Did you ever dream of us? Again, dream. This is so crazy, dude. The fantasy of it, how it could have been. This is a Act 3 song, by the way. This is remembering him from somewhere and wishing it could be real, but it's not. I want you to look inside my head now and see. Oh, she's in her head. There are feelings that she's trapped with. Too quiet to need anything. I want to give you everything you want. I hope you still think about me wherever you are. We're going to have to make time. We're going to have to build each other's lives. We're only earth angels, and every day I want you. Yeah, but he doesn't want you. Oh my God. I had a funeral for us and for my life. It's crazy how specific the story the pattern tells is. I met someone. I had real feelings for them. We were friends. I was in love with them. I was invisible to them. We had a sexual encounter. It was really hot. I really loved it. I asked him to be with me. He said, no, we're just friends. I was heartbroken. But then after we were separated by physical distance, he said, I still have feelings for you, but it was too late. But the truth is, I'd go back to him if he wanted me to. All of Carly's songs, pretty much, the vast majority, and pretty much all the ones we've read, fit into that exact narrative framework. You cannot do that with Janet Jackson or Jennifer Lopez or Beyonce. Shy Boy. How come everybody's dancing but you? A deep conversation. I'm going to make this easy for you. So it's a pitch. This is an Act 1 song. She's inviting him out. I hope you come out. I don't care what they say about you. That's funny. Earlier, remember, she said, you got a reputation. What I need is your eyes across the room. Again, the idea of not speaking or saying something with your eyes. You got the mic. She just has a big crush on him and he's hot. You show up, you show late. He took his time with the call. The room spins. There's room. The earth quakes. I admit that I was waiting for you. My friends want to meet you, but they're only going to tease you. We made a bet you wouldn't come through. Again, he's not with her and she's pitching. She is nearly begging and they believe he is not interested in her at all. Kind of fits with the theme of her being invisible to the person she's usually singing to. Have you noticed almost all these songs are in second person being sung to someone? She doesn't care what they say. She wants him to come. This is an Act 1 song. I've got a big crush on you. Everything you touch turns to gold. You can touch my body. Again, it's an Act 1 song. You're going to change everything. Pick me up. Vertical movement. And of course the word room, but this is just a very obvious Act 1. I have a crush on you. Call me maybe type deal. Collage. I'm trying to paint a picture of the sun with all its flowers, reaching closer past the surface, like I'm with uncertainty, like nothing really matters. Past the future, and I found myself back in bed with you. There we go. Bed. Give it all some time. Paralyzed devotion, being stuck with your feelings, paralyzed devotion. I've been in the dark, staying up all night, paralyzed in motion, arguably staying up. Did I do it to myself? Because you're the one thing that really matters. But if it matters to you, it's hard to know for sure, but I believe you're always in my corner. Again, I want you so much. I think about the night we fucked, but I don't actually know if you like me or if you want me. All my letters, all the words I tried to forget, again, saying something you regret. Leaving you was the hardest part of all, but I was living like a servant to a secret I was trying to protect. So she was not, again, secret love. I was living like a servant to a secret. She's not a servant to him. She's not his girlfriend. Did I hurt somebody else? The idea that he's with someone else and that Carly is the other woman shows up a lot and could be argued to be showing up here. Did she make the dumb decision to sleep with a guy who had a girlfriend? Because she was paralyzed by her devotion, trapped in her head? Like she's trying to remember what it would be like to really be with him? But there was a secret. Again, secrets. Interesting. I believe I did it to myself. Interesting. Obviously pattern song. This is an Act 3 song. She's longing forever by after being separated from him, and she's longing forever, and she wishes that he's the only thing that matters, and she wonders if she ruined it because she was trying to protect a secret. Shadow. Don't say I didn't warn you. Takes a ghost to no one. So good when we're in motion. Great lyrics here. I want to tell you something so hard to say. Wanting to say something or not saying something. I think you might already know. I think about you already day. There's not a place that you don't go. And in no time, I'll be coming to you. I'll be flying to you. Moon on my shoulder. We have flying and moon, vertical movement, and moon again. The architecture of this connection is your reflection is always following me. City to city, heartbeat to heartbeat. Again, the idea that Carly has been with this person in multiple cities and is now separated by physical geography. Remember earlier when she said it's too late to take that flight? Well, here it's I'll be flying to you. Moon on my shoulder. And again, body, I keep contemplating our situation. What is a situation? It's clearly not a normal loving relationship. Your words are following me. No escaping. Saying something you regret. Something that stays with you. Light. There's light. There's dream. Daydreaming on an airplane. I kissed you. It was instinct. Sometimes it's better off not to think. That kiss that had secrets in the lips, that kiss that caused problems for Carly. She wants to say something hard. She thinks she already knows. You know what it is. She wants to say, I love you, and she's scared to say it because the architecture of their connection is that she's always thinking about him, and he's not always thinking about her. She's daydreaming, dream, light. The ocean keeps coming up on this album. Which is not normal. I think that's just that must be a Loneliest Time dedicated pattern thing. I hadn't noticed it because I hadn't done a deep analysis of these. But now that we're doing it together, you can see it. So again, I'll be flying to you. We're separated. I'm always thinking about you forever. There's no escaping. The moon on my shoulder. It's so, what does it all mean? Why is it like this? Psychedelic Switch. This song fucks. I think all my life, I've never met anyone like you. Sunrise all the time when I touch you. Again, the idea of sunrise waking up, but that doesn't really count. Until she says literally like I'm waking up in a euphoria. This is an Act 1 song. Suddenly everything's different. I've never met anyone like you. You're going to change it. I was a sad, sad song before we met, but boy, your love is such a trip. Being in a bad or dark place before you met your lover. Don't wake me 'cause I'm lucid dreaming. Meditating on your lips. I'd be satisfied forever with a couple years of this. She's not with him. She's pitching. Make me feel like I'm in my birthday suit with you. I'm putting on the Ritz. I'm in paradise. I never met anyone like you. I don't want to hide when I'm with you. Again, this is a pitch. This is cut to the feeling. This is higher. This is Call Me Maybe. This is classic Act 1, complete with dreaming and being sad before you met me, but now it's all going to be different. It's like a psychedelic switch, the limerence, mania, and euphoria. The giddy rush is what I refer to it as in this document. And what's crazy about the giddy rush is that she contextualizes it like really clearly as mania. My insecurities are things I never was. It's like my whole life is now making sense. I'm on the wildest trip. Y'all, my insecurities can't stand the way you look at me. You loving me is hard to resist. Again, just eyes. You feel like home. I'm not scared to show you. I would be, because you end up saying something to him that alienates him, but this song bangs, by the way. Pattern song, classic, act one, multiple pattern themes, multiple pattern words. So right. Do you really think this is a good idea? I mean, no, probably not, but yeah. All right, see you at my place. Okay, see you soon. I'm complimented by your invitation. Did we crash into each other's lives again overnight? I don't blame you for your hesitation. Will we only make each other cry again? I get so come on, guys. It's a forbidden love, like usual. Again, Carly's looking for a second chance. There's the word hesitation. He's not sure about it. Will it end badly? And then she says, you follow me high, don't follow me low. Vertical movement followed by descent. It's so real. The pattern fucks with me every time I see it. It's like a dopamine rush. This is like a drug for me. I thought this would be hard, but I'm having a great time. I was wrong. I'm still into it. Never over. That's what she said earlier. Did I lose your love when it's physical? Sometimes we get it was so right. I was wrong. No one's innocent. Did we fuck this up when it's critical? Baby, we can get it so right. She's pitching. Got in trouble with the new location. When you moved into my place, I'm new to someone all the time. After dinner, there was conversation. Dripped into paranoia that always turned into a fight. This is the most I've ever seen Carly talk about an actual relationship. That's the most I've ever seen it. So in theory, that part breaks the pattern, but like, doesn't break the pattern, doesn't break the pattern, doesn't break the pattern. That's interesting though. That's interesting. But no, it's still pitching. She's still pitching. So now she's pitching me. We had a relationship and it failed. Move closer to me because I know you see through me. Like I want to read the lines. Don't say you're sorry and I won't say sorry. We don't need the words to make it right. We're back in the pattern. Don't say something, not saying something, or saying something you regret, saying something without saying something. Don't say something. We don't need to speak. The words don't need to happen. And we can just have sex and we'll be in love again, even though it sounds like the relationship was miserable. I mean, pattern song, interesting new element here, but it's still the pattern, and you've seen the pattern now. You know I'm right. Come over. Close my eyes. Imagery of eyes opening or closing. I see you. I feel butterflies trying hard to escape. Can't deny there's a feeling there. You caught it. Makes me want to try a couple nights, a couple days. We're pitching again. I feel this feeling. Please. I can't. I need it now. Oh, there it is. I can hardly wait. She wants to skip to the intense stuff. Come over. Come over. I'm ready to see you. Whatever you're scheming, I'm already dreaming. There we go. Come over, and don't keep me waiting. Got my mind on nothing but the two of us. Dreaming. After hours, there's space for you in heaven. Picnic on the floor by a warm fireplace. Up to now, there were 10s, but you're an 11. Everyone but you. All the other boys. Let me show you how you fit right into place. Pitching. Hey, I need you now. Do this, please. Whatever you're scheming, I'm already dreaming. So yeah, classic pattern song. Classic escape song. Falling for you is just fine. Don't waste my time. I want to see you tonight. Classic unsure guy. Pitching. There's an emotion and I wish I could escape it. I feel butterflies trying hard to escape. It's catching emotion like a fever. Dreams. Come into my bedroom and I'll show you where you fit. All the other guys were nothing. Same old Carly. Put it to rest. Faces lost in time. Like a faded magazine. I've been hard to find, but I've been close, out of reach. More all the other boys, the ones I loved, I've went behind, the ones I've loved and left behind. Put it to rest and the rest won't follow me. So she's saying like, tell me you love me. I think, let's find out. Feel some change again. Like your moon won't let me sleep. So you're staying up all night in the same lyric with the moon. Got so close I couldn't breathe. When you're next to me, put it to rest for the rest. But I never even told you that I only ever wanted you. Not saying something. And I wake up in the morning in the emptiest of empty rooms. So that's wake up imagery. And that's also room, but I don't have room on my list, so I won't count it, even though I'm sure you've noticed it by now. So yeah, tell me you love me, or say it's over forever. Put it to rest, and to rest with the rest, and so the rest won't follow me. So say the finality of it, because we are separated, and I want to know. But again, moon, wake up, you know, it's the same. I'm trapped by my emotions. Put it to rest and the rest won't follow me. It's an Act 3 song. Stadium Love. Isn't there a song called Stadium Love by Metric that just has like, the video is just animals screaming? Got you on my mind for the second time. Here we go. Tried to be better. Hey, Carly, watch this. Here we go. Tried to be better. Oh, hey, watch. Got the second time. Got you on my mind, but it's not enough. She's trapped with her thoughts. There's our little words, but I'm feeling that stadium love. Am I the only one who's insatiable, waiting for someone who's untouchable, bad, or forbidden love? These are little dreams, but I'm wanting, there we go, stadium love. This is for weekend lovers, ones you can't imagine you'll forget. Wishing you a speedy recovery, sliding doors, there it is, door. Goodbye, hello, goodbye, on just 2 nights, 1 summertime. Guys, are you seeing this? It's almost like she's fucking talking about the same fucking night. How many songs have we been through now where it's summer, it's less than 3 nights, and she wants to extend it? The idea of something sexual happening over a weekend or a small break or vacation, a holiday they take together, that she then pitches as a dream that could continue, that she's still dreaming. How many times have we been through this just on these 2 albums? We're 3 albums. We're almost done. How many times has it been summer and it's been a weekend? There are songs like that where it's only 2 nights and it only happened, but she just wishes it could happen again. Going back to her first EP, dude. What does it mean? Is she telling one story? I wasn't going to do that on this video. I wasn't going to speculate. But how can you not? How can you not when she gets so specific? Remember, she says, we said hello, but it felt like goodbye, like dreams, dreams, dreams. So you better hurry up, come back and pick me up. Now I'm in the deep end. I only saw you on the weekend. Dreams, a wish to be broken, so you better hurry up. Come and pick me up, vertical movement. Outro. Just the word Moonlight. What is the pattern? Why is it? What's happening here? Oh, you didn't fit Moon in it here? So you're just going to throw Moonlight in the outro? And again, you can say these are themes occurring across her recent albums. No, it's every album. I'm vindicated. I feel like fucking Moses right now. I am weekend love. Weekend love. Eyes like invitations. Almost like you're saying something with your eyes. 1 seat left and you moved over and it was on. Conversation was more than ordinary. Young girl bought the things you sold her. On and on. I just got actual chills. So, you know, Carly started her career when she was like 18, and her first songs are about tying a guy's tie and a secret relationship with someone, a friendship that led to travel and a vacation. That's I'm not doing the big, I'm not speculating about the person Carly Rae Jepsen, but if you know all of her music the way I do, that's actually that she's contextualizing this as something in the deep past. This reflects into her earlier music. A guy, wow, we got a little bit older. Got me so high, but everybody comes down. Vertical movement going up, vertical movement going down. I guess it was a past life. I haven't seen you around. Soft light hits me on the high line. So go on full, there's light. And again, this is second chance. It's already over. Life goes on. New York, new arrangement. No more sleeping on your shoulder. I'm moving on. So again, spending the night together, but also New York, new arrangement sounds to me like some separation by geography and physical distance, complete with a fucking city being named. In the park, there's a violin beginning, like a movie kind of closure, on and on. So she's feeling like the relationship's really over, but they got older, and I guess it was a past life, but it's all right. It's not all right. Working it out, working it out. She's still thinking about it. That's wild. That's a song, that's an Act 3 song that so directly addresses being an Act 3 song. I mean, there it is, guys. That's the last song. The pattern that unites and unifies the songs Carly Rae Jepsen chooses to release, whether she writes them, covers them, or chooses them otherwise, is real. It is provably real. It is unlike anything else in mainstream pop. And you've now seen it up close yourself. But if you go to her other albums, you will find more of this same story. 3 acts. A girlish crush on an unavailable and sour man, possibly with another woman, that turns into begging after a single sexual rendezvous or a single weekend spent together, turns into begging for an escape, that ultimately leads to being outside a door, banging on it, asking to be let in, ultimately to separation by geographical distance. This was an incredible song to end on. Yeah. I'm really happy I did this. And I don't know if anybody's going to watch this all the way. I know I have an abrasive and nasal voice. And I know after I have a Red Bull and a Celsius, I know my presence is a lot. But I hope you see that this artist readdresses to an obsessional degree over certain patterns in their music. And the most incredible thing about Carly's music is a lot of these songs sound really different, even though they're all kind of about the same story. And look at how much we did. California, New York, separation, go to Joshua Tree. Now, you could say maybe she's processing different breakups or different relationships. But if you know Carly's music, you know that she's forever haunted by their time. He must believe it was more than a fantasy. And to the last breath, she'll be thinking about him, staying up all night thinking about him. Wow. Wow. What a fucking rush. What a fucking rush. What a fucking rush.